All right, today I'm going to expose exactly how these two guys made over $69,000 in the past 30 days. Andrew and Ari are two students of mine. Ari came to me around 90 days ago doing like $0 a month with his online coaching business. He was told by a mentor that he paid like $7K to do like $100 a day in ad spend. I think he made a little bit of it back, but like he was pretty much breaking even or going negative to try to do online fitness coaching. And then Andrew, on the other hand, he came to me like $4,000 a month 60 days ago. He did around $25,000 last month. Bought his dream car, Corvette C8, moved here to Miami, just took a cool trip to Brazil. And these guys were able to make that amount of money just by leveraging their physique with social media. And if you're watching this, it's probably because you're in shape. You probably follow me because you've seen my transformation and what getting in shape has done for my life. And you want to do similar, man. You know, you like fitness and you're somebody who wants to turn like fitness, bodybuilding, you know, getting in shape, self-improvement into a full-time income. And I get that, man, because it's amazing, you know, be able to self-improve yourself all day and make a lot of money from it. It's an amazing life. In today's video, I want to break down exactly how these two guys were able to do it using the acceleration funnel. But most importantly, I do want to say something. If you really want the full breakdown of this Sunday, the 21st of September at 3 p.m. EST, we are hosting a live free training that you can sign up for in the link in the description. And we're going to be breaking down heavily, like really in depth, the acceleration funnel, how it works, exactly how we implemented it into Ari and Andrew's profile to allow them to, you know, together they've gained over 13,000 followers in the past couple of months. Together they've made close to $70,000 in the past 30 days. And it's generated at least over 6 figures since they implemented the acceleration funnel. Once again, these guys started from nothing. So the acceleration funnel, it can be applied to anybody. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out. It doesn't matter if you already got a little thing going on. It will help you accelerate your social media growth, actually nurturing those people watching you and converting them into paying clients. So make sure you go grab yourself a spot. There's we only got like 100 spots. I don't know how many are left, maybe a couple dozen. And if you do show up to the live too, there is a $1,000 cash prize for somebody who does show up. And we're giving away plenty of free playbooks as well. Like we'll be presenting everything and then giving you all for free, all these playbooks and how to run the acceleration funnel, how to generate your audience, how to nurture them, how to optimize your profile, everything you need to know. Like if you follow this stuff, you gotta be an idiot to not make money with it. If you don't show up live though, there will be no cash prize, there will be no, you know, playbooks for you, but you can still watch the entire video. If it's past the 21st, there'll be a link in the description. If it's before the 21st, make sure you grab yourself a seat. But with that being said, let's get right into the video. I'll see you guys on the Myra board. Ladies and gentlemen, as of recently, life has gotten really good. I just moved into my brand new Miami penthouse. This thing is massive. Look at this view right here. It's like 2,000 square feet. This thing costs $10,000 a month. It's got 3 bedrooms. I'm so insanely grateful, but it isn't just gotten great for me. It's gotten great for a lot of people. I'm sure you've been seeing online fitness coaching blow up as of recently. Like you've seen all these guys online make a lot of money, and it's very real. And today I want to share with you these two guys right here. This right here is Ari on the left. This right here is Andrew on the right. Ari, just 90 days ago, was working a 9-to-5 job. He had 3,000 followers online, and he was making no money. And as of last month, he has made $44.5 thousand within 30 days with strictly online fitness coaching. Of course, quit his job and is living with financial freedom now, which is great. Andrew over here, same story as well. He was struggling a bit. Like he had the online fitness coaching going, you know, a couple $1,000s a month. I met him 2 months ago when he was making $4,000 a month with online coaching. And within just 60 days, he was able to scale up to $25,000 a month and buy his dream car. He also lives here in Miami now, but he bought this Corvette C8, which is sick. This thing costs like $80,000. And so not only has online coaching and social media and fitness changed my life, but it's changed a lot of other people's lives. And today I want to share with you guys the acceleration funnel. Okay, the acceleration funnel is exactly what has allowed me to create this life coming from the bottom of the bottom, man. I used to get like food delivered by the government and stuff like that. Did social media for 5 years. I started to figure out how to make money on it like 2 years ago. And just around, I would say, just around a year ago, I hit my first $10,000 month. It took me 17 months to hit my first $10,000 month. And now we've done over $50,000 months. And we've helped guys over here like Ari and Andrew and plenty of others, you know, scale past 20 to 30 to 40 to almost like $50,000 what Ari did. And so I want to share the acceleration funnel because this shit will increase your social media and business growth by 35 times. And I'm saying that because it took me 35 months to get here. And for Andrew and Ari, it took them 30 days to pretty much get to where I'm at, which is insane. So if you follow this step by step, you can increase your social media and business growth by 35 times. Most importantly, without paid ads, with only 0 to 1 employees, that means just you or possibly just one more employee, like an assistant to help you out. And 100 to 95% profit margins. That's the coolest thing about an online fitness coaching business is it costs $0 to start up. And your profit margins are going to be like 100 to 95%. If you have one employee, just an assistant to help you out, they're only going to take 5% of your business. So all of this money you see me making, Ari making, Andrew making, and all these other guys, like we're taking it all home. And most businesses, they operate at maybe like 40 to 60% profit margins. So I want to share with you the acceleration funnel today and exactly how it works. So you can accelerate your growth on social media. If you are a jack guy, gain attention to your personal development journey and then sell coaching on the back end as well. So I want to first start with the short form. Okay, we got to go over short form first. So when I'm talking about short form, I'm talking about Instagram. Instagram is going to be the best platform to sell an online service on just because of the way it's set up. First, I want to go over generating the audience. This is the first step to the acceleration funnel. Okay, the whole idea behind the acceleration funnel is to accelerate your growth, not only online, getting followers, getting attention, building your personal brand, but especially converting those views into paying clients. But the first step to all this is generating the audience. When it comes to generating the audience, it's all about top of funnel content. Top of funnel content is content that grabs attention and attraction from the right audience. To get a like, to get a follow, to get a save, or even just sometimes see your face. Sometimes it takes people, 5 to 10 videos to see your face before they finally decide to drop a follow, right? And so I see a lot of times people are posting, but they don't gain followers, or they get a couple videos to go viral, but they don't gain followers. And it's simply because they don't understand top of funnel content correctly. When you understand top of funnel content correctly, not only can you go viral, but you can gain followers off that. And that's the most important thing, because if you're going to use the acceleration funnel correctly, you need people to follow you so you can get them inside of your ecosystem, nurture them, and turn them into a high ticket fitness coaching client. And so Ari over here with the acceleration funnel following generating the audience, he gained 6,600 new followers in 90 days. He went from 3.5 thousand followers to over 10,000 followers in 90 days. Andrew, pretty much the same story. 6,700 new followers in 60 days. So he came to me about 2 months ago with around 7,000 followers. He's at 13.7 now. And so by dialing in his top of funnel content, he was able to get a couple of videos to go viral and get a lot of followers. Now, when it comes to top of funnel content and generating the audience, it's this simple. You are looking for content market fit. Just like a business is going to look for product market fit, meaning they're trying to find a product that the market likes. It's the same thing with content. Okay. So what you do is you upload a lot of content with different topics, with different formats, but a general understanding of like, okay, who are you trying to target right here to gain the right person? And then you find the winners. So maybe you post for 30 days, you look at the winners. So, for Art, for example, these 3 videos, he had plenty of more. These were winners right here. Right. So this topic of talking about, 6 things I do after a high calorie weekend to minimize fat gains, or weird things I do to not overeat, or 5 filling fast food orders under 600 calories with 40 grams of protein. These were topics that were winning topics. People wanted to hear about it. And the format, it was super simple. It was a trending audio and caption type video. So it's 5 to 7 seconds long. And the value is actually inside of the caption of the video. Same thing with Andrew down here. We found the topic that went well for him was my love handles went away when? So the topic was pretty much how to lose your love handles. That's what helped him go viral. And the format was the same exact thing, trending audio and caption format. And so we were able to find content market fit within Andrew and Ari's profile and double down on that type of content over and over and over again to the point where they were generating millions of views a month. Ari came to me with 22,000 profile views every single month. Within 60 days, he had 10 million profile views. He went from 22,000 profile views to 10 million profile views. That's why he gained all those followers, because he found his content market fit. So the most important first step to the acceleration funnel is finding your winning content, finding content market fit. So the simple way to do that, once again, is you test out topics and you test out formats until you find winning topics and winning formats. You combine them together. You find the winning formula and you do more of it. Even if one video got 1,000 views where most of yours get 500, that is still a winning video. Understand that. You got to recognize those opportunities. Even if a video did 1.5 times better than most of your videos, there's still something about it that is better. And you got to recognize that, and you got to understand that. Because once you start to understand all the little subtleties, of what makes good content for your personal brand. You can identify that and you can scale that action. That's how you can scale your personal brand. So that's all about generating the audience first. You have to find your top of funnel content. Now, the second step to the acceleration funnel is going to be nurturing the audience. Now that you're getting followers, it does not mean you will get paid. And most people fall into this pitfall of I need followers, I need views, I need followers, I need views to get money. But then they end up being broke and they're like, where's my money? That's a real life story of what I went through. I gained 138,000 followers within 5 months. I had tens of millions of views every single month. And I was broke, still flipping burgers for $15.50 an hour. And I remember the day like it was yesterday. I remember sitting there flipping the burger after I got cheated on one night. And I was thinking to myself, what the fuck am I doing wrong? How am I viral? How am I pretty much famous online, but I'm still broke working this job? And that's when I knew something was off. And that's when I discovered about nurturing your audience. So nurturing is all about creating middle of funnel content. Now, the best place to place your middle of funnel content, which I'll explain in a moment, is going to be on your Instagram stories. Because your Instagram stories typically only get shown to the people who follow you. So once you get the followers for top of funnel content, you're now nurturing them with middle of funnel content through the IG stories. Now, what is middle of funnel content? Middle of funnel content builds authority, proves you know your stuff, warms them up to build belief inside of your offer. It's basically just getting people to trust and like you. That's all it is. And here's the 5 pillars to execute on your story flow each and every single day if you want to nurture the audience you have. Even if you have 3,000 followers, 2,000, doesn't matter. You should be starting to nurture them right now. Think about it. All you need is one high ticket fitness coaching client to change your life. If you got paid $2K, $3K from one client, that's probably what you get paid from a job in 2 to 4 weeks. And you made that in 1 hour. Like, that's life changing. And what does that take to get one client to pay you that much? It's building a high value relationship with that one person. And so if there's somebody watching your stories every single day, if you do the right things, you will build a strong relationship, and that will equate to a follower trusting and liking you enough to buy your coaching. And so here's the 5 pillars to the story flow process to nurture your audience. Number 1 is going to be your wake up post. Show your audience that you're up early, you're getting after your morning journaling, you're checking with the clients, you're reading the Bible, whatever it may be. Show people you are up early and you're getting after it. Show it for them right in the morning. The second type of post is going to be a value post. This is where you want to just simply provide value to your audience for maybe something you saw. Maybe you read a quote. For Ari over here, he saw a diagram of these 4 stages you can be in, and he simply shared it with his audience saying, is your pride getting in the way of your goals? Anything that you find valuable throughout the day to yourself, share it with your audience, because all you're trying to do is be a guide, not a salesman, be a guide. Lead people to a better life with your content. The third type of post is your nutrition post. Show people that you're tracking your macros, you're eating healthy, because believe it or not, even though you eat healthy, even though you track your macros, not most people do that. And if you do that, it will position you as an authority, position you as somebody who is ahead of others. Okay, so notice the things that you do that most people don't do and realize the power sharing that actually has. So sharing nutrition. The fourth one is client/self-win post. So show yourself winning, show yourself transforming, show your clients transforming if you have any. For example, Ari right here, he simply just uploaded a video of what 6 months could do. He showed himself before his transformation and then after his transformation, how he is fat and then how he got shredded. He's uploaded that story and just saying, hey, trying to inspire people. This is what 6 months can do. This is a self-win. And the last post is going to be the coaching post. What I mean by coaching is coaching, the definition of it is shifting thoughts and beliefs. That's all it simply is. And so when it comes to coaching, the coaching pillar of your story flow, it's about shifting your audience thoughts and beliefs to think correctly to achieve the outcomes they want in life. The only reason people don't get the outcomes they want in life is because they don't have clarity on how to think in order to get those outcomes. And so it's your job as somebody ahead of other men to share your mindset, to share your perspective, to share your mental frameworks with other people to help them out as well. So Ari right here, staying shredded when traveling. Most people when they travel, they get fat, they eat too much food, etc. Now Ari, he doesn't do that. He's learned how to stay shredded while traveling. And so he's simply just giving that mindset. Right? What he does while traveling to stay shredded. It's as simple as that. If you post these 5 pillars in your story each and every single day, it will be impossible for you to ever go broke with online fitness coaching because you're providing value. And most people, they don't have what it takes to actually do that. The last step to the acceleration funnel is optimizing for the audience, okay? And this is simply just positioning your digital resume in the correct way to optimize for conversion. So what I mean by that, first off, you're gonna start off with the bio on your Instagram. That's that first initial impression. It's kind of like your mission statement, right? You know how a business, when you go onto their website, there's like some big headlines telling people like what they do, how to get in contact, etc., right? If your profile doesn't have that, then your profile isn't set up as a business. It's set up as a recreational creator. And cool, you can go that route, but you're going to generate a lot of buddies online. And what I mean by buddies is people who just like, they think they're your friend. They just want to like take advice from you. They're just like assholes is the best way to put it. But if you want to be professional online and make money online, you must position yourself as a business. And this is done by the perfect 3-line Instagram bio method. Line number 1 is who you help. That's the first thing you got to identify and put inside your bio. And for Ari right here, it's helping busy adults sustainably burn fat and get their dream body without the bullshit. So you got to identify how you're going to help people out. And this is super simple. Think about the transformation you have made. For example, mine was like I built a Greek god physique even with bad genetics. If you take a look at my old photos, it looked like I had bad genetics. And I was able to build this like Greek god physique in just a couple of years. And that's why people followed me. That's what they liked about me. So my offer was, I'll help you build a Greek god physique even if you have bad genetics, just like I did. Same thing for Ari. He was a busy adult working a 9-to-5 while on bodybuilding prep, and he figured out a way to get in shape sustainably while working in a 9-to-5 office job. And so that was his offer. That's who he helped out. He helped out other 9-to-5ers get in shape while working a 9-to-5. The second line is the DM keyword. You got to tell people how to get in contact with you. So Ari has right here, DM me system for one-on-one coaching. That's the first thing. Position yourself as a professional, position yourself as a business so you generate buyers, not buddies inside your audience. And the last line right here is a CTA pointing to your VSL, which we will touch on. But people got to know how to take the next step in your content funnel in order to actually convert, right? If you don't give them next steps, then they're just going to see you, but they're never going to get deeper in your funnel and you're never going to make a sale. And so that's the best way to set up your Instagram profile. It's the perfect 3-line Instagram bio method. And now one thing I'd recommend doing is coming with your ideal client. Just sit down, piece of paper, and think about who is my ideal client? Who would I like to work with? Who would I like to help out? And the way I'd like to tell people to figure this out is just do some self-reflection. Who did you used to be? Who are you now? What is the transformation you have made? The people who are going to buy your coaching are going to be the people who are just a couple steps behind you. It's the best way to put it. They may not look like you. They may not talk like you. They may not live the same life as you, but they have the same struggles. They've been through the same bullshit, right? And so that's who you're helping out. For example, Jason right here is Ari's ideal client. And all of this right here, all of he's saying about Jason, his passions, his goals, what he's struggling with is exactly what Ari used to struggle with. So it's a lot of self-reflection to figure out your ideal client. And that will help you make that perfect 3-line Instagram bio. And the last thing to optimizing for your audience is pinned invisible video sales letters. And what I mean by that is first you must sell yourself before you can sell your coaching. So you need a couple of video sales letters on your Instagram profile that you just pin up that helps people understand who you are, what do you do, why do you do it, and how do you do it. Those are the 4 pillars of good marketing to help people understand, okay, who actually are you and how can you help me out? And third off, why do you want to help me out? That's the biggest thing. What's the mission statement behind your coaching? And the last one is how do you help me out? People need to understand exactly how you're going to help them out for them to actually be like, okay, this makes sense. I can buy in. And so these 3 pinned invisible video sales letters, I say invisible because nobody can tell these are video sales letters. It's not like, hey, buy my coaching. This is for you. It's literally just sharing a bit about Ari. It's him selling himself before selling his coaching. This first one is like an accomplishment. This is like a flex post, right? He did a bodybuilding show. He shows the transformation. He talks about it. The second one right here is, again, another transformation, the struggle nobody saw. And then where I'm at now. This one right here is just showing him before he ever got into fitness, what his life was like, drinking, smoking, partying, being fat, whatever it may be. And then after the transformation, just to help people understand, I used to be just like you, but I transformed my life through these exact steps. And if you relate to who I used to be and you want to become who like I am right now, then follow exactly what I'm teaching you, if that makes sense. And so that's how you want to go about short form when it comes to the acceleration funnel. Generating the audience through the reels, finding your top of funnel, nurturing the audience through the Instagram stories, following those 5 pillars, and then optimizing for the audience by positioning yourself correctly, having a couple pinned video sales letters, and just understanding your ideal client. Now, the last step to all this is going to be the long form, okay? So Google did a study. They came up with the 7-11-4 rule, and it pretty much goes like this. They find to create a warm buyer, somebody who's highly likely to buy whatever it is you're selling online, they need to watch around 7 hours of your content with 11 different touch points. Touch points are like they're watching you on stories, Instagram Reels, they're inside of your DMs, maybe they're in an email sequence, then they watch you on YouTube, and then platforms, the 4 platforms. So they should watch you on a couple different platforms. But I like to focus in on that first one, that 7. Okay. I find the more content somebody consumes from you, the highly likely they are to buy. So if they watch a couple hours of your content, they're probably going to buy. But if they only watch like 30 minutes of your content in total, they're probably going to say, I got to think about it on the sales call, right? And so the best way to fulfill that 7 hours that you need to fulfill to create a highly nurtured prospect that trusts you, likes you, and wants to buy your stuff is through a long form YouTube video. So it's really hard to accomplish those 7 hours on Instagram. It's a lot easier to accomplish that over on YouTube. And so what we do is we create a long form video sales letter. Now, we're not exactly selling people inside the video. We do that at the very end. A majority of the video is simply just breaking down, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is why I do it. And this is how I do it, right? Those 4 pillars of marketing. All we do inside that VSL is just break that down. So people have clarity on, hey, who you are, what do you do, why do you do it, how do you do it? With clarity on that, then they can trust, they can like you, they can understand you, they can understand what you're selling, they can understand how you can help them out. And that's how you convert followers into clients and also get them to take action at the very end of the video. This is bottom of funnel content. Now, we're linking everybody to that long form video through the link in the bio on their Instagram, through the link in their stories, through ManyChat automations, and through links in the DMs. So we're shoving as many eyeballs to that VSL as possible. And that VSL is what we call a flywheel VSL, right? It compacts down everything we're talking about online, and it puts it all together. So somebody who watches it all the way through has immense clarity, again, on who you are, what do you do, why do you do it, and how do you do it. For Ari's video sales letter, the targeted niche was how to get in shape while working a 9-to-5 office job, a no bullshit guy. This is a 23-minute long video, and this thing is fire. This thing rips. Anybody who watches this is buying from Ari because it's so good. For Andrew over here, we came up with how to lose your love handles in 7 days, step-by-step guide. Once again, his top of funnel content, why he gained an audience, was from people who wanted to lose their love handles. So we came up with a long form video sales letter on how to lose your love handles in 7 days, a step-by-step guide, right? Giving them all the information they need to achieve their goals. Right? You got to coach people for free first before they ever pay you for your coaching. So this is why that flywheel VSL, that long form VSL, is so important. And both of these VSLs have generated over $69,450 in the past 30 days alone. And these have been up for 3 months. So they've generated over $100,000. But in the past 30 days alone, they have done close to $70,000. Again, like I said, anybody who watches this is highly likely to buy. And then what happens through this long form, once we push people to that video, there's a link in the description where people can take that next step to actually book in a call with the coach, Andrew Ari, for example, and hop on that call with them. And what this call is it's simply a discovery call. You know, you have a transformational conversation for an hour with somebody. They come to you to say, hey, you know, I want to get in shape. Why do you want to get in shape? Man, I just want to build some confidence. I don't really like my life, etc. I get that, man. I've been there. You know, you just have a good conversation with somebody and you open up their mindset to see why hiring a coach is the best next step they can take. Once again, the person who cares the most is the person who will always win. The person who provides the most amount of value is the person that will always win. And that's why these guys are able to close $2,500 paid in full deals. And that's on the low end. Ari closes 5,500 deals sometimes, man. His average deal size is about $3,500 per client. And he's collecting that like almost on a daily basis. It's absolutely insane. That's how he's able to make that $45,000 month, bro. So it's really that simple. You know, you just push people to that long form VSL. They book in through the description. They hop on a call with you and you close them because they watch that VSL. So once again, just to tell and make it simple, you generate the audience on your Instagram through top of funnel content. You nurture them through the stories, so building that high value relationship. You first off also optimize your profile for everything, your digital resume, so they actually see you as a business owner, not just somebody doing social media recreationally. And then we push them to that long form VSL, right? We pump as many eyeballs to that long form VSL. We get them to watch it, they book in a call, they hop on a call, and they buy into your coaching for high ticket. That's the way the acceleration funnel works. That's exactly how these guys were able to increase their social media following and business growth by 35% without paid ads, with only 0 to 1 employees, and keeping 100 to 95% of everything they make. Now, once again, guys, if you want the entire breakdown of this, This Sunday, 3 p.m. EST. Okay, Sunday, the 21st of September, we're going to be going live, breaking this all down, even more in depth. I just gave you a broad overview. We are going to be going exactly in depth and exactly what we did for Ari and exactly what we did for Andrew, the nitty gritty of things, giving you so much value, like step by step, exactly what we did. That if you come to the live event and you take notes and you write down everything we're telling you, it would be like you have to be an idiot not to make $10,000 a month if you're in shape in 30 to 90 days, because that's what these guys did. And what separates you from these guys? Nothing. They're just like you. Ari over here, he's like 22, 23. Andrew's 23 years old. What separates you from them? They've only been in this game for like 6 months. And it's never been a better time for Jack guys to get rich. Right now, we're living in the attention economy, man. It's so important you build a personal brand. Okay, if you don't have a personal brand in the next couple of years, it's going to be really hard to win in this world. Attention is so valuable. It's more valuable than anything. That's why these guys are so young, making so much money. More money than probably your parents make at like 50, 60 years old, and they've been working a corporate job for like 40 years. So recognize the opportunity in front of you. Take advantage of it. Okay, we're spilling all the sauce this Sunday. There's going to be a link in the description where you can register a spot. I think there should be a couple left. We only got room for about 100 people. But see if you can still register a spot down there. And I'll see you Sunday, 3 p.m. EST. Everyone who shows up to that also, there's going to be a $1,000 cash prize. And we're giving away plenty of free playbooks. You only get that if you actually join a live event. If you don't, you can still watch the video after, but there won't be any of those prizes. So make sure you grab a spot, and we'll be breaking down in-depth the acceleration funnel in addition to a lot of other things. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Better see you there. If you like money, you better be there. If you're not there, then you definitely don't like money. I love you guys. I'll see you all. Peace.